Hey, it's Rachel Adelicia from Investment Piece, and today we are talking cleaning out our closets. If you are on site, you have seen below that I have listed for you all the previous times that we've talked about cleaning out your closets. If you're just joining me on YouTube, if you head on over to investmentpiece.com, I've actually laid out kind of my process, how I go about cleaning out my closet, how to sell things, all the different topics that are related to cleaning out our closets. But I have some great news for everyone, no matter where you are. There's no right or wrong way to clean out your closet. There really isn't. If you like to do it in steps or all at one day or at different times of the season, there is no right or wrong way how to clean out your closet. People just have their different methods. The even better news, I actually don't think that you have to do it all in one day. In fact, I think that sometimes breaking it up makes the job easier. Which leaves us with the question, why is sometimes cleaning out our closets so hard? Because even working in fashion, even doing what I do, I have to tell you it's hard. Cleaning out my closet can be something I avoid doing. Even if you're following along on my journey right now, you know that I didn't do it in January. A, because I was traveling and really busy, but also I just couldn't make myself do it. So what is it about cleaning out our closets that are just hard? First of all, I think it's the process and the fact that you're dealing with stuff. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of stuff, right? And you can't get around that. No matter what method you're using, you're going through stuff. And on top of that, you might be making a mess. Because personally, I don't know a way to go through my closet without getting all my stuff out and putting stuff back in. I like to do it in sections. That's my method to kind of contain the mess. But it can still be a mess. And stuff is overwhelming. And I get it. So cleaning out your closet is hard. But more than that, I have this theory, and hang with me. I have a theory that cleaning out our closets is hard because it's emotional. And I think that our emotions can really almost be in two different camps. You're emotional because you want to hang on to everything, and you're emotional because you want to get rid of everything. And both are valid feelings. And maybe you're a mix of both, or maybe depending on the clothes and the situation, you're both. But let's talk about it, because if we're going to clean out our closets, even if you're just going to switch out your closets for the season, which by the way, I really think you should, emotions are going to come up. You're going to want to keep or you're going to want to purge. So let's talk about it. First, I think so many of us want to keep everything. And that emotional camp, I think, is almost divided into two sections. There's the emotional wanting to keep something because it means something to us. Fashion is power. Clothes can make you feel something, but that means that there's feelings in our clothes. Cheesy? True. And in this sort of category, I would say it's like your wedding dress, or the suit that you were wearing when you got your first big promotion, or the shoes that you wore all through high school and in every play, or baby clothes, your grandpa's sweater and he's no longer with us, or your dance costumes, anything like that. I'm going to be honest, I don't think you should get rid of that stuff. I think you have options, but I don't necessarily think you have to purge that stuff. I mean, if that's your entire wardrobe, maybe we should have a conversation. But in general, you should keep the things that make you happy. Some things that you could do with those things, if you don't wear them regularly, if they're not adding to your closet, you could display them. I'm not great at that, but frame your wedding dress, frame lovely things. I think it's beautiful. You could store them. You could keep a few in your closet and try to incorporate them into your wardrobe. Or maybe you just do keep a special section of your closet for special things. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Here's where I think we get into trouble. I think one of the emotions that our clothes can hang on to for us is what if. And what if, I think if you're talking about your career or a relationship or a move or any aspect of life, what if is hard because we don't know the answer. And these are the clothes that are like, I might lose weight and I could fit into these. Or if I get the right piece and I feel the right way, this would be a great outfit maybe. Or this isn't the exact one I wanted, but I needed a black sweater or whatever it is. So I'll just hang on to this thing I don't like in the hopes that it will become the thing I want. these are the clothes I think we need to consider getting rid of. And this is why. If you're on some sort of transformation journey, I wish you the best. I hope you get what you're after. There will be new clothes at the end of that. And that could even be a fun process to go into. I don't know that hanging on to something that doesn't serve you in this moment is great. That goes the same, and this is where I get in trouble. As a stylist or someone who loves fashion, I can style anything 4 different ways. I can think of examples where I could wear it. I can put together an outfit that in the right person and the right time and the right this and the right that, or if I were different, I'd wear it all the time. But I don't. You probably have things like that too. They just aren't right for us. Now, is that necessarily a bad thing? No, but again, you could have something that's right for you if you get rid of the clutter. This also goes for, and this is kind of controversial, if you have bought something in the hopes that eventually you could afford the better thing, or it's not quite the thing you want, I know it's hard, especially if it's a staple. I'm just going to use the example of like a great black sweater. Let's say you were looking for a great black sweater and you either couldn't afford the one you wanted or you can't find exactly what you want, and so you just bought a black sweater to have a black sweater. I think you should consider getting rid of it. And this is why, because it's never going to be exactly what you want. And hopefully you're out there still searching for a black sweater. And you might find your perfect one, and you are going to need to have space for that. Just like you wouldn't date someone who kind of treated you not well just to be dating someone, I don't think we need to have clothes simply to have clothes. I don't think that serves us. The only thing I would say that is an exception to that rule is that if it's a work uniform. If you have to wear something for work, then yeah, you have to hang on to it. But those are really the emotional things that I think make us hang on to things. If you're cleaning out your closet and you're finding yourself getting into that, and there are things that you know you should get rid of, but you can't, again, I think you have some options. Don't by all means feel like you have to go do a photo shoot, but take a picture of yourself in the item. If it's something that it just doesn't fit your life and you just don't love it 100%, go take pictures in it. Put it in your car or in the giveaway pile for a few days. See if you even think about it and get rid of it. You have the pictures. Sell it. Any sort of thing like that. But those are our emotional hanging on to. Then we have our emotional purge. And don't get me wrong, if you can get rid of stuff very easily, I admire you. I'm not built that way, no matter what it is. If you're purging, sometimes that feels like a great emotional release, and maybe you need it. Maybe you need to burn everything down and start from ground zero. I get it. What I'm going to say is, as you get caught up in that emotion, let's not throw our baby out with our bathwater. There are things to consider. Maybe there should be things that you should hang on to. Maybe it's clothes for work. Maybe it's emotional things that you might want later. Or maybe it's your investment pieces. Hear me out. Clothes have value. They really do. If you have a lot of designers, especially Chanel and Tory Burch, those pieces will gain value as you have them. In 10 years from now, whatever Chanel you have is going to be worth money still. Maybe even worth more money than you bought it for. Weird, but it's true. Also, what retains your value? Vintage. Vintage is not only the ultimate recycling, but some of it gains value. Again, because it's the scarcity model. You can no longer get a lot of it. Especially if you have stuff from the early 1900s, or even the few of us out there who have some late 1800s stuff. That's investment piece. I'm promising you it is worth a lot of money. Now, if you want to sell it, go for it. Cash in your investment. I'm a fan of that, but just don't throw away things just to be throwing away things. That's our emotion when we purge. And hopefully we're in the middle. Hopefully we're looking at things and we're saying, what do I need in my wardrobe? What are the things I have to have? If I'm a banker and I need to wear a suit, what are my suits? And yet, what do I love? What makes me happy? Maybe it's graphic tees or sneakers. Those things have a place in your wardrobe too. I'm a big fan of balance. That's my word, I think, for the year, is balance. When we go shopping, you don't have to not buy anything, but let's not buy everything, you know? And our wardrobe doesn't just have to be utilitarian. I know I can't say that word, but not just what you need. it should be what you want too. Like, who do you want to be? What do you want your fashion to say? And yet, both of them need space. So sometimes we have to clean out our closets. Sometimes we have to purge. Sometimes we have to hang on to things. Sometimes we have to make the hard decision to say goodbye. But the great thing is that when you do clean out your closet, you are left in with space. And the universe loves a vacuum. Things will come in. You might get to find the perfect piece for summer, or the perfect piece that you've been searching for. The perfect black sweater will open itself up to you. All those different things. I hope that this little talk has helped you and made you think about maybe cleaning out my closet isn't so scary. Because if nothing else, open some wine, turn on some music, have a friend over, make it a party. If you want my help, that is also available to you. We can work something out. Our clothes are supposed to be something amazing. Our wardrobes are supposed to be something amazing. So let's not be scared of them in any way. If it's cleaning out our closet or finding new things to wear, none of it. Let's not be scared of it. Thank you for tuning in. This is Rachel at Alicia from Investment Piece, and I hope that your clean out is going amazing.